So this is our technical segment for the major pairs, support and resistance lines. Today it's March 22nd. We're away from the Ides of March, and as we said, let's take a quick look here at the Japanese yen. It's falling below this triple bottom. Let's zoom out again today from the Japanese yen because it often best reflects the changes in the US dollar. And it has also an interesting technical pattern here. So dollar yen is now falling off this triple bottom that you can see here at 111.60, currently 111.30, trading towards the lows. Again, the safe haven currency also attracts flows. The stock markets are falling. Next support 110, very round number, more of a psychological number than anything else. It's followed closely, well, not so closely, sorry, by 107.50, and then we have only 105.50. Anyway, we're trading at low last seen back in November, okay, around the US elections. To the top side, we have 112, 112.50, and 113, so it's quite busy up there. Actually, we're falling off the recent range seen since the beginning of the year, okay, correlated with stock markets. Euro dollar is a bit higher, getting very close to the highs of the year. So the highs of the year were 108.30, seen in late January, early February. It's followed very closely by 108.70, which was the high of December. And then we have, of course, 110 and 113, which is far, far above. That was on election night in the United States. To the downside, we have more familiar levels from recent weeks. We have the 107.60, 107.15, 106.80, and 106.30. Okay. Anyway, it's quite an upwards move again, fueled by Macron and the ECB's hawkish tilt. Pound dollar, the beaten pound. Brexit is coming in 1 week, but again, high inflation and the weakness of the US dollar push it higher. Here we are, 124.77. We already crossed the 125 level this morning. 125 is a very round number, but not resistance. I see resistance at 125.60, okay, which was a high in late February, and then it's followed by 126.75 and far above 127.90, the initial post-Brexit low. To the downside, 124.15, 123.40, and 122.50 are lines to watch. Not that long ago, actually, last week we traded, flirted with the lows of 121. So we talked about euro, the pound, the yen. Let's talk about dollar CAD. Here we are at 133.66. So dollar CAD moved higher earlier last week. 2 weeks ago, reached 135.40, line of resistance. This is followed high in the sky with 136. Lower we have 134.60. Current resistance 133.80. We're getting close to that number. Commodity currencies are not celebrating against the dollar as much as major pairs. And lower we have 133 and 131.80 as well, before the very round number of 130. Moving to the Aussie. Aussie, we had for quite some time a range here of 76.10 to 77. We fell below this range, flirted with the 75 level. Thanks to the Federal Reserve, we went back up, and actually we have challenged already the next resistance here at 77.50. Now we're back to the downside. Anyway, we're back to the very familiar range of 76.10 to 77. The Kiwi is struggling here exactly at this pivotal line of 70.40. Further resistance 71 and 71.35. To the downside, we have 69.50 and 68.80.